This week on Outdoor Bound TV, we travel to the far northern reaches of Manitoba, Canada, with an eastern Wisconsin man for a spring black bear hunt. Now, this trip was made possible by a combined effort of the Northeast Wisconsin chapter of SCI and the folks at Wekusko Falls Lodge, who both had a vision of giving back to a deserving veteran.
What a fish.
Early bird gets the worm.
That's what you come up here for.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Mission by Matthews and Vortex Optics.
This is my life. The weekend warrior. No more production lines or deadlines. This is why I work 5 days a week. I need speed, power, precision. I expect no less than the best. This is my best. This is my chance. This is my mission.
Simple, efficient, powerful. Mission by Matthews.
Don't let this hunt be your last. The tree clamp by Safe Tree Outdoors is as easy as set, snap, and strap. Simply secure a tree clamp to any hang-on stand. Set it, snap it, and strap it in place. The tree clamp is the safest, easiest way to hang any stand. Set, snap, and strap. Order your tree clamp at safetreeoutdoors.com.
Kalen's has been catching multi-species fish for over 30 years. From our crappie grubs, to our seismic series of hybrid swim baits and grubs, to our jerk minnows.
You can't see that jerk minnow, can you?
To our garlic and salt impregnated wacko worm.
That's a Kalen's Wacko.
Our premium line of Kalen jig heads. Oh, and our original Kalen's grub still does a pretty good job too.
Fish, look at that Kalen's in her mouth right there.
Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm Kurt Walbeck. You know, each year we hear tons of stories of individuals and organizations that continually give back to our men and women of our armed forces. On this week's show, one of these individuals, who's given both on the battlefield as a soldier and now as a veteran, gets his opportunity for a trip of a lifetime. Let's get on the road to northern Manitoba, Canada, right now.
Well, it all started 2 years ago when one of our chapter members had brought a friend up to go bear hunting. He was informed by Brian that he was looking to do a wounded warrior hunt. Well, we grabbed the reins and ran.
Well, I'm Brian Bogdan, and this is my wife Alyssa Bogdan, and we're located here at Snow Lake, Manitoba at Wekusko Falls Lodge.
Brian and I have been trying to approach the area of catering to hunters with special needs. So through the Northeast Wisconsin chapter of SCI, we were able to connect with Mark, whom we've worked with nearly every year.
It took us 1.5 years before we found somebody. We found Mark from Outfitters for Patriots. I got to talking to him, and he was telling me about all the wonderful things he does for wounded vets. fishing trips, hunting trips. And I said, well, don't you ever get to go on any trips? He says, no, not really. So I got to thinking, I said, well, this is the perfect guy. Here we can take a wounded vet that is giving back, and we can do something extra special for him. I gave Brian a call, we set it up, and here we are. Mark was excited. He had never been bear hunting up in Canada before. I'm glad we were able to take Mark. He has given a lot to our country, and I don't know how else to thank these guys.
It's our second night here in Manitoba, Canada, black bear hunting. The first night we were sitting out here, we saw 3 nice bears, a little undersized, but nice bears. And right before dark, we had this big monster bear come in, but he got hung up on the outside of a pine tree and we couldn't get a good shot at him. So we came back tonight hoping to get a good shot and a good look at him and put him down.
I was sitting roughly about 60 yards from the bait where they had a big 50-gallon drum filled with oats, but alongside that they just smeared a bunch of pink frosting on the logs, and they had parts of beaver wrapped up in wire tied to a tree. So they set us up nice and got me in a tree and gave the thumbs up and walked out, and I started the adventure all over again.
We've got 2 bears out in front of us right now in the bait. One's a younger bear, about 120 pounds. The other one's a nice big bear. We're just waiting to see a good look at it and make sure it's the one we want. It's beautiful. So we just had a couple of nice bears come in, one smaller one really nice bear. They played around for quite a while. It was pretty fun to watch. She walked around, played around, ate in the bait pile, and then she walked away. It was pretty exciting.
Well, Mark had a pretty action-packed first day in the stand there at Wekusko Falls Lodge in Manitoba. Early the next day, local trapper, guide, and instructor with the Canadian Rangers, Greg Foord, gives Mark a tour of his cabin on Tramping Lake, and the two are able to get out for a little spring fishing action.
This is my shower room, and we have big tanks on here. Hot water tank, a shower here, and so we have a jet pump that pumps all the water up, waters the garden, and we don't have the garden planted this year, but it's been a blessing. My relatives from the States helped me put the additions on. You guys like cherry Coke? Come on in. This is the cabin. Real rustic cabin. All these bottles have been brought up from the States. That's here. My relatives from Indiana, Illinois. All the guys and gals that I've guided, they've all put a little notes in the bottles. One of these bottles here, I don't know exactly which one, was brought from the first Chicago jail when they dismantled it. It was, I think it's that green bottle that was underneath the footings. Kind of neat, eh? You tell me what type of rod you want. You can tell I love this place, eh? Absolutely. In the morning, it's just gorgeous, and in the evening, it's just wonderful. And when you see the rainbow comes across there, unbelievable. Gotta make sure we catch you some nice fish.
This is heaven. I've never seen anything like this. It's beautiful, beautiful country, this beautiful cabin. I would never leave if I stayed here. Wow.
We set for the beaver on the run, and it's like this, and when they go through and they have a popper stick, they just chew on it. Trapping's not for everybody, but I love taking kids out and showing them how to trap. It's wonderful. We try to trap lots of beaver. The beaver aren't worth that much, really. Muskrats, mink, lynx, otter, fisher, marten, wolves, coyotes, foxes, mostly, and weasels. But I love catching lynx and I love catching wolves and coyotes. These here are, you can use it for mink, marten, fisher, and you set your cotty bear in here, and it's fit for a bell isle, and you put bait, beaver, fish, and lots of times you see I'll hang it up on a tree and my trap will be here. There's a number of things here. There's a ram power snare here, very powerful, and some of the bigger traps over in the end there. This is only a small arsenal of traps. I hope you enjoy this day. We're gonna have a great day.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Real Deal Mineral and HHA Sports. Field G2 seeds. The results speak for themselves.
Optimizer by HHA Sports. The Optimizer Lite Ultra, voted #1 single pin adjustable sight for 10 years running. The Optimizer Speed Dial for crossbows, to the yard accuracy with a single reticle. And the Optimizer Horizon, offering unmatched accuracy from both short and long range firearms. All Optimizer sight systems utilize range dial shoot technology. Ask for Optimizer at a dealer near you.
Because you didn't grow up with a poster of a Corolla on your wall. And during this month's Drive and Discover event, let the pros at Kobe Chrysler Center be your pit crew. The new Hellcat, the 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi, puts out a ground-pounding 707 horsepower, making this Challenger the most powerful muscle car on the planet.
Hi, I'm Tim Rue from Rue Motors. Whether work or play, we have the Kubota RTV for you.
Rue Motors has been serving central Wisconsin since 1947 with a full line of quality Kubota tractors, mowers, and RTVs. Backed by 4 generations, you can count on the staff at Rue Motors for outstanding sales and service on all of your quality Kubota products at both convenient locations.
Rue Motors. Take the short drive up Highway 45 in Burnhamwood or Antigo.
You know, each year we receive thousands of photos from our viewers of animals that you've harvested and fish that you've caught, and we love to share them with you here on the show. All you have to do to be eligible to win is email us your photo or share it with us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And this year you can win some great prizes once again just for sending us your photos.
Prizes include an assortment of musky lures from Nays Baits, a Yeti cooler from Petrick Service Station, a trip for 2 aboard the Grand Illusion 2 charter boat on Lake Michigan, and this year's grand prize, a 4-day, 3-night fishing vacation at Sunset Cove Resort on Lake of the Woods, Ontario.
And remember, all you have to do to be eligible to win is send us your photo with your name and your hometown. Here are this week's Outdoor Bound TV viewer photos.
Hey, I'm Mark Muenier from Pulaski, Wisconsin. Served 10.5 years in the Marine Corps, 9 years in the Army. I was serving my last tour in 2005 in Iraq. We're doing a convoy to Baghdad in Humvees and got struck by a roadside bomb. Rolled us about 10 feet in the air about 8 times. Hit the ground. I sustained a lot of injuries from the ankle, knee, hip, back, right shoulder, right wrist, a little brain injury. And after that, they rushed me home and kind of retired there permanently from the military. So after I came back from my recoveries and stuff from being wounded overseas, I was taken to South Texas on a deer hunt with an outfitter that kind of helps wounded soldiers, and had such a great time on that hunt with people and enjoyed it. I came back to Wisconsin and I thought, boy, there's got to be something up here for helping soldiers and veterans up here that are disabled and wounded. Found a couple other people that were interested like myself, and we started to form a little group called Outfitters for Patriots. We take out vets, hunting, fishing, basically whatever they want to do. And we decided to expand that a little bit into disabled children also. Now we're just book tight, taking out so many vets and trying to repay back everything that we could. All of a sudden we could hear this noise coming from the woods. It's like a popping sound. And he just came into sight right by the barrels, and it was a shooter. It was a big bear. He went right to the barrel, he grabbed that 50-gallon drum, dumped it over like it was nothing, and just played on it like it was in a circus. It was just picture perfect. I couldn't explain to you how excited I was. So this is our second night here on bear hunt in Manitoba, and Brian brought us out here on the ATVs, quads. Got us set up in a stand. He made a lot of adjustments from last night's hunt. Moved the stands around a little bit. Got us set up in a nice spot. Wasn't even 15 minutes after he put us in a stand. We noticed some movement coming out from in front, and there were two just nice bears came right out. Watched them play for quite a while, I'd say about a half hour or so. Couldn't get a good shot on the one, even though it was a nice sized bear, so we kind of let her go. And right after that, we heard some sounds coming out from the other side, and out came this big bad boy. Came right to the oats, tossed it a 50-gallon drum like it was just nothing. Played around on it like it was a toy. Waited for a little while and watched him, and he gave us a nice shot, and we put him down. We put a second round in him just to make sure, and he's ours. Beautiful bear. Couldn't ask for anything better here in Manitoba.
It was near to dark when Mark shot his bear, and the word hits camp quicker than the hunter arrives to camp. So the place was buzzing. We're all pretty excited for him harvesting his first bear, and it was pretty great to just see the look on his face. You know, nobody could take the smile off his face, and I'm pretty sure we were all headed for bed while he was still, eyes wide as pies.
249 pounds. I have never done anything like this before, and I can't explain what it's been like. Just a beautiful, unbelievable trip. I would like to thank Brian and Alyssa with Wekusko Falls Lodge for their hospitality, for hooking me up with the hunt. I'd also like to thank Mark and Walt with Northeast chapter of SCI for helping out and getting in touch with me and reaching out for us. Just wonderful. I couldn't ask for anything better. Not only was it a vacation and I had fun, I shot a black bear, but I made some nice friends along the way.
Mark phoned in and said, yeah, I got a bear down. And I asked him, where is it? And he said, I can see it, so we know it's there. So, Alyssa and I first thing I did was contact Alyssa and said, we pulled it off. And so, I got unloaded the quad and got the trailer already, so we knew it was going to be an easy track job. And we pulled in there, and I locked eyes with Mark, and that grin was right to his ears. And it's just nice when the whole plan came together, and you could tell Mark just really appreciated what we did for him there, and I'm making sure that hunt went as a success as it did. If you take the border away, Canada and the United States aren't that much different, and we're honored to have people like Mark in the service. Knowing what he had to have sacrificed to do what he did, the little sacrifice that we did doesn't even come close, but that's all we could do for him.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Brewpub Pizza and Nays Baits.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Nays Baits. Durable, effective, unique. The must-have fishing lures for every muskie angler. Crank it, rip it, fast or slow. Our flagship Livid Fish brings them in again and again. Put trophy muskie in your boat with Nays Baits. Go topwater with our 10 head. From deadly slow to an all-out sprint. Nays Baits. Get it done. Check us out online or pick up Nays Baits at a retailer near you.
Since 1957, Meyer Buildings has offered full design and project management for your farm, equestrian, commercial, and storage building needs. Our recreational building line specializes in the design and construction of affordable, remote area buildings for the outdoorsman.
This is my second Meyer building. I've been satisfied both times. Their design assistance, the quality of the construction, and their attention to detail. It's perfect.
At Meyer Recreational Buildings, we offer custom building solutions for all of your building needs. Log on today for a better way to build.
Big Bear Down. Whether you're looking for a sweet recipe for bear bait or quality hunting products, we've got you covered. Big Bear Down offers all their bait selections by the bag, the barrel, or in bulk. From crushed sugar cones, trail mix, and granola to our syrups, frostings, and bait toppings, we've got the variety to keep the most cautious bears coming back again and again. Big Bear Down is also your one-stop shop for quality hunting stands, blinds, and game trail cameras. Look for Big Bear Down by our distributing at 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or at a retailer near you.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by the W.C. Russell Moccasin Company and Golden Hawk Canoes.
I'd like to thank Greg Foord for taking us out today and showing us around a little bit, and boy, putting us on some great walleyes. Join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the Midwest, around the nation, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV. Great fish.
I'm Mark Muenier from Pulaski, Wisconsin. This is Outbound TV. Let me redo that. All right, I'm rushing it. Hi, I'm Mark Muenier from Pulaski, Wisconsin. This is Outdoor Bound TV. We'll be, say the last part one more time and I'll get her. Hi, I'm Mark Muenier from Pulaski, Wisconsin. We're with Outdoor Bound TV. We'll be right back after these messages.